Hello Seamsters! I have no idea how long or involved this video is going to end up being, and it might be a series, so apologies. So I've been a sewing enthusiast for something over 12, well, my YouTube channel is 12 years old, so probably 15 years I've been into sewing. When I first started sewing, my primary focus was vintage domestic sewing machines. Still kind of is to some extent, although I have a bunch of industrials and some modern machines now, but I still have a great passion for vintage domestic sewing machines. By domestic, I mean home use, household sewing machines. And I bought a whole bunch of them. I have over 30 sewing machines at this point. But for several years now, probably 7, 8 years now, I've been actively looking for one machine, the last vintage domestic machine that I know that I want. There's probably others I'll see and buy, but that I'm actively looking for, and that is a Necchi BU. I'm not an expert on the Necchi BU. I know a little bit about it, and I know that they're spoken of very highly, and as I said, it's the last domestic machine I've been looking for. Well, as you can obviously tell by the title of this video probably, and by this sitting here, I found one, and how I found it is kind of interesting. Maybe you'll find this interesting. A very close friend of mine called me in a panic. It's too complicated of a story to go into, but a family member had to move out of their house very urgently, and we're just grabbing stuff and throwing it out of the house as fast as possible. And one of those things happened to be this machine, and they knew that I had a passion for sewing machines, and I was like, hey, I didn't know you had this. They're like, take it. So now I have it. Okay, so the price was right. What did I get, and what am I going to do with it? Let's take a closer look. So as I said, I'm not an expert on these machines. This is a Necchi BU. If I'm understanding this correctly, this is the first of the BU series. And then there is the BU Nova, which I think was a 1 year only machine. And then the BU Mira, which added some features or something. I don't know. So this is the earlier one. So this, if I'm understanding this correctly, is a 1952 or prior. I don't really know how early they go. Maybe I'll put that in text in here. So it's early machine. It looks like it's in okay condition, but the paint is peeling quite badly off of the base, or at least I believe it's the paint that's peeling and not something that's on top of the paint. Maybe somebody spray painted this, but I don't know. I mean, I can see the original decal here, so it looks like the paint is peeling. The machine is locked up. I can spin the wheel right now because I've got the clutch released, but if I lock the clutch down, it's just spinning against the clutch. So the machine is definitely seized up, pretty common from what I understand. So I wanted to give you a look at the machine as I got it. It did not come with foot controller. You know who you are. But it did not come with a foot controller or foot pedals, so I'm going to have to source something. If I can't find an original, I'll have to make something work. I have a long road to go down before this thing's ready to be hooked up to power and tested. So, because it's in such poor cosmetic shape here, I imagine that this is going to be a tear it apart and repaint it situation. And then I'll have to figure out if I want to do something fun with it or try to make it look stock. We'll see. In this video, I'm going to start out by oiling the machine and seeing if that makes any difference. I'll probably oil it today and let it sit overnight and see if that helps at all. But I imagine this is going to evolve into a complete disassembly, or at least disassembling enough to paint it, and sourcing whatever parts I need to make it work and try to get it working again. So welcome to what might be a video that never gets finished. The Necchi BU, ladies and gentlemen.